Hey everybody, and welcome back to... Why is everything in black and white? Hmm. Well, I guess this is just going to be a recurring theme for Spider-Verse month. His name is Peter Parker. He was bitten by a spider that appeared from a broken spider idol, and instead of killing him, it turned him into the one and only Spider-Man. Setting place in Earth 90214 in a noir-like universe set in the 1930s, this version of the webhead appeared in 2009 with the 4-issue miniseries of the same name and became a big hit. Such a hit that he appeared in Into the Spider-Verse, voiced by Nicolas Cage, and is even, as of right now, supposed to play a live-action version of the character for Amazon. So today we're heading back to the Great Depression with Spider-Man Noir, issue number 1. We have this variant of Spider-Man front and center for the entire cover, outside of the title of the series, which gives us a look at the costume. For the kind of world this is taking place in, and all the black looks really good. I especially like the stitched together mask from what I assumed to be from old World War I pilot helmets. The one thing I personally feel off about is the gun, but I can deal with it. We open the story with the police pulling up to the Daily Bugle claiming they received a call claiming that Jameson has been shot. As soon as they enter his office, they witness in front of their eyes the lifeless body of Jameson next to Spider-Man. Dang, Jameson finally had one too many slanderous things to say. Peter's had enough. Good for him. After quickly escaping the police, we cut to 3 weeks ago, where Daily Bugle photographer Ben Urich is assigned to take pictures during a commotion at a homeless camp, where we are introduced to May Parker giving a speech on the high crime rates and people becoming homeless and starving on the streets. She gets the attention of local crime gang, the Enforcers, and start to rough her up, as well as her nephew, who was just trying to defend her, until Yorick intervenes. He takes the two of them home and learns from Peter about how his Uncle Ben may have been unalived by gangs and can sense a strong level of justice in himself. As a way to try and show him the reality of the world, Ben takes Peter to the Black Cat, shows him all the corruption and how the world works, just as Norman Osborn, also known as the Goblin, comes to have a word. I don't know about any of you guys, but I keep getting, just images of the scene from Batman Begins where Bruce Wayne is talking with Falcone before he goes off to do his training for, 7 years. Osborn makes a comment about Uncle Ben, which Peter responds with a quick strike, but before anything happens, he and Yorick are forced to leave. Realizing that he is getting nowhere with Peter, he decides to give him a job at the Bugle, basically as a carry-on guy for all of his photography equipment. The job throughout the week shows Peter more of how terrible things get, and it just reminds him of how his Uncle Ben was one of the few people who spoke out and what happened. What kind of tragedy happened when Ben Parker spoke out against the injustices? Well, as always, you're going to have to find out yourself. In other cases, this is a pretty good story. I will warn you on one little thing if you decide to grab this story. The ending of what happens to Ben Parker, I personally would say isn't the most child-friendly thing you'd want your kids to read, so just some precautions there. Other than that, that's all the time we have for today. I'd like to thank you all for attending another session of Therapy and Panels. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I am the Super Guru, signing off.